Insta. Okay. I wish. All right. Let me position myself correctly. What's going on, family? What's going on? What's going on? What's happening, everybody? What's going on, family? What's going on? Woo. It was a lot. It is a lot, but I finally got a chance to actually post before I even hopped on live. And this what? It's Wednesday. This is our third day live. I promised you all week live. I'm gonna go live this whole week. What's going on, Spirit? How you doing? How you doing? Hey, tell your friends too. Tell your friends we live on YouTube. Yeah, y'all on all these other platforms. Y'all trying to catch us. We on YouTube as well. What's going on, family? Y'all came up in here fast. What's going on, family? All right, so y'all might be wondering why y'all probably not seeing my content as much on TikTok. And even though we still pushing, we still doing X, Y, and Z. You know, normally we got at least almost 100 some people in TikTok right now on the live, but we had like 19. So in case you guys missed it yesterday, and for all the people that tuned in today on TikTok, I mean on Instagram that missed it yesterday, so we got restricted. And here's why we got restricted, because we were talking about if well, prime example, if y'all have been following my social media and y'all been seeing the series I've been doing lately, I really want to focus on three things. I want to focus on PCOS, PMS, and alopecia. That's my three things I want to focus on this week, because I told you guys on the other live, give me topics to talk about. And that's the ones I was going to cover this week. And so many of you had mentioned those three things. I was like, I'm just going to do a series for the next 3 to 4 days. So the first few videos were fine. We reached our normal quota. We hit about like 14 to 20,000 views on those first few videos. It was something about when I posted like the specific herbs and brands to get, because normally you guys will see me with like, let me see, you'll see me wave up something like this or something like this. You know, what is this? Oh, you'll see me wave something like that on the screen. You know, and I'll be like, well, get such and such, and get. I'm saying the herb, but I'm not posting the brand. So I posted a few brands or whatever, and TikTok was not going for that. They wasn't having it at all. So TikTok decided to say we were restricted in certain areas for certain things. They still haven't really qualified what specifically I said or did, but it happened when I did that, so I'm going to run with that. And it's not going to stop me. So all the people that was on TikTok, I told y'all to go to YouTube. All of y'all showed up on YouTube, which I want to wait to start streaming live on YouTube until I got my camera, because my webcam for I have an M1. It doesn't look the best. I want to kind of color grade some things, kind of how like I do on here, but oh well, we're gonna be live on YouTube now that I've started. I'm gonna commit to it. But yeah, that's what got us, I guess, restricted for a little while. But to God be the glory, I'm still gonna do my thing. I'm not gonna let that stop me from giving you guys remedies. I'm not gonna let that stop me from helping you guys out. You guys have questions, I have answers, so that's what I'm gonna do. It is what it is. It's not like I'm not certified. It's not like I'm not about to have a license in iridology. It's not like I haven't dedicated the past 10 years of my life to this. It's not like I don't have a plethora of proof showing the books and stuff I've studied to get my degrees, but I digress. How y'all doing? Where everybody from on today? Yesterday we had a bunch of people come from no, we didn't do an icebreaker yesterday. I'm sorry. We didn't do, like, some people were saying where they were from, but we didn't do icebreaker because yesterday was just kind of all over the place. It was a little loose. But let's start off how we normally do it. It's Wednesday. We back on track. Where everybody from on today? How you found me, all that type of stuff. And then we're going to get started with a live Q&A. And for all the new people, because I'm seeing a lot of new faces, for all the new people, my name is Coach Brian, Holistic NASM-PBC. And this is our holistic Q&A. You guys ask me questions. I give you guys answers. I don't believe in lying. So if I don't have an answer, I'm not going to say, oh, here's say blah, 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 blah. I'm going to say, I don't know, or I can go figure it out for you. Other than that, if you guys ask me a question that's not really too general in topic and is a little too specific, I will redirect you to a consultation with me, or you can get a custom protocol off my site, because not everything is for everybody. I try to keep my remedies and tips very general, because you give some people some things, they run off with it. It's not really meant for them. Their bodies can't handle it. Next thing you know, well, Coach Brian told me to blah, 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 blah. Not on my hands. So with that being said, where y'all from, and start loading the questions. I only have 2 rules. I know I'm talking a lot. 2 more rules before I shut up. One rule for Instagram: there should be a question button down there. If you don't see it, there should be a plus button. It's either plus button or a question button. Put your requests and questions in there so I can see them. People be commenting all the doggone time, or like it'll just show me people coming in and out, and I'll lose y'all comments so fast. It doesn't look the same on my end like it does on y'all's. TikTok, y'all good? YouTube, y'all good. Second rule, don't be a bigot, don't be a racist. We can disagree. I understand that not everybody's going to agree with me. It's okay. But if you start getting unruly and getting beside yourself and can't have an adult conversation, I will block you. Other than that, I love you guys. Let's get started. So let me see. We got Lafayette, we got New Jersey, we got Texas. I don't have my my computer's not registering it. So yeah, I have my mics, and I know that's my brand, right? Like I'm trying to get a sponsorship by Rode. That's my brand. But they're not working for the computer today, so I have to run it through an interface, and I didn't have the time. I literally made a video that I just posted and hopped on live. I didn't have enough prep time because I kid you guys not. I went to my Meta Business Suite today, and it was literally 1,100 comments and over. I can't even begin to fathom how many DMs I had to reply to. So that's all I've been doing. I woke up this morning, went work out with my godmother, went pick up my fiance. We went to the gym and worked out. We went sit down and eat breakfast, came back home. I dealt with the dogs. I fed the dogs and everything. She started on processing orders for y'all. And from the moment I got back home and touched and opened the computer up until about roughly maybe 1:30, all I was doing was DMs, comment replies, that's all I've been doing. So I'm a little unprepped today, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'm sorry I ain't got my mics. I know y'all love the mics and the quality, but I don't have them ready today. Let's see. Well, y'all rolling. What's up, Kay? How y'all doing? All my family up in here too. What's happening? How y'all doing? Baltimore in the building, Illinois in the building, Louisiana. Okay, I got real family up in here. Louisiana in the building. You right by me. What's happening? I'm gonna answer this. This is the first question because I'm starting to see a whole bunch of stuff starting to switch up. The questions starting to roll in, so let's roll with it. All right, somebody put, what are the detoxes helpful with on your site? So I only have one detox on my site. Everything else is more so supplements for your gut, for your hair, or for your blood and stuff like that. I only have one detox. We call that the Detox Pro Kit, but I like to call it the Pro Kit on here because I feel like people have misused and haven't really regulated, they re-regulated the word detox on social media. So I got to watch how I use it. I don't want to be a part of that number. That's just not me. I'm a little different. But the Pro Kit is specifically designed for parasites, restoring your gut health, fecal matter calcification, kidney restoration, and lymphatic restoration. So the reason why and it's not a proprietary blend. A lot of people like to put proprietary blends together and they say what's in it, but they kind of dishonest about it. Or they say like herbal blend and we're very open about it. You go on the site, it has each herb. Matter of fact, just to entertain you. And and I don't mean that in like a petty way, but I mean it to show you better than I can tell you. I'm going to read the item description on our site when it comes out to the Detox Pro Kit. And I'm going to start off with the ingredients. Wormwood, known for its beneficial compounds, wormwood is a crucial element in supporting a healthy environment in your body. Cloves, with a high concentration of beneficial compounds, cloves offer effective support for your body's natural processes. Oregano, packed with powerful compounds, oregano acts as a robust agent to support overall wellness. Biochemical science behind our blend. And I wrote all this, by the way. The bioactive compound in these herbs, such as these found in black walnut hulls and cloves, have been demonstrated to support your body's natural functions. Laboratory studies highlight the botanical properties of these ingredients. Additionally, the synergetic effects of combining these herbs increase an overall effectiveness of the blend, providing a comprehensive approach to enhancing your body's natural cleansing process. So, and we have the important notes and blah, 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 blah. It goes on and on and on. But that's nothing, y'all. I know when y'all go on the site and y'all see the products and y'all see like the testimonies or like the videos first, just scroll. It's like one scroll and you'll get to all the other important stuff. I just like to put testimonies in places because they like to deem holistic medicine as like a pseudoscience and this, that, and the third, when we all know that naturopathic medicine, in my opinion, it's the first medicine and the best medicine. I'm not against surgeries. I'm not against pharmaceuticals, but I don't agree with all of that. There's some truth in a lot of these areas, but corporations are corporations, business owners are business owners. The main thing they're worried about is money. The main thing I'm worried about is sick people. That's the difference. Spirit put, which herbal blends are good for treating acne and dark spots? Should I use them daily, or is it better to cycle them? I will always say cycle herbs so your body doesn't get used to it. But to start with dark spots, if you have dark spots underneath your eyes, that's a high indication that you have either adrenal fatigue or kidney fatigue. So you need to get on Panax ginseng and you need to get on nettle. Now that 3 days on, a day off, or 3 days on and 2 days off, depending on how potent you make it. This particular brand of ginseng is one of my favorites. I get it from my local health food store, but you guys can go online, literally Google Panax ginseng in the red box, and it should pop up. It's really popular. Nettle, you can get that from Star West. You can get that from Herb Farm. I get to break the news to you. Well, should I do it today? All the people that was here yesterday, y'all got the big news. I'm gonna wait till the other stuff coming in the mail, and I'm gonna show everybody after that. I'm gonna wait to hold off on that. But I would say do that. That's a sign of your adrenals and your kidneys they need a little support. you're not getting enough minerals. And also you said acne. That'll also help with that, because acne or any type of skin issue is more so because your body is basically taking a poop on itself. I know people don't like to hear that analogy, but that's as close as I can get it without boring people on a scientific level. But your body is essentially not able to pass out certain things, or maybe you might have some things hormonally going on. But either way, you have to cleanse out boost your lymphatic system and help your gut to get everything out, to excrete everything out. Also, start sweating more. People need to work out. People need to go out in the sun. People need to hydrate, start drinking teas. The better your gut health is, which is about 70% of your immune system to begin with, the better everything else is. And it also plays a big role in your mental health. Great question. Next question. Oh, my bad. I didn't answer a TikTok question. I'm rolling. My bad, y'all. I'm sorry. Somebody put, how do I stop my victim mindset and overcome depression? You should save that question for the second half of the live, but being that I read it, I'll say this. I'm gonna read it one more time. How do I stop my victim mindset and overcome depression? You may not believe what I believe, but I'm gonna speak in my personal truth and what I believe is the truth. Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. So I used to struggle with those things as well. I used to struggle with sleep paralysis. I used to study with my identity. I used to struggle with a lot of things. But the one thing that I noticed is you have to, one thing on just a pure natural level, watch what you're consuming. Social media is one of those things to where a lot of people like to paint the algorithm as good and or evil, but in all actuality, you control your algorithm. Yes, people do post sponsored ads that's pushed your way, and yes, certain things do come your way as suggestions, but there's this button called the not interested button. Click those things when you notice you watching certain things and it doesn't edify your spirit. And you can also search for daily biblical affirmations, or start doing your own affirmations, and just start going outside, but speaking to yourself, writing to yourself, praying for yourself. These things help. Also, get your minerals checked. A lot of people think they're walking around with depression, and some of them actually are, don't get me wrong, but a lot of that stuff has to do with your mineral breakdown. Get a full panel screening. Go see what you're lacking in minerals, what you're lacking in vitamins. Get supplements that counterbalance that, and then you go throw a little exercise on top of that, a good little diet, sprinkle a little sunshine, a little Jesus on that. You a whole new person, bro. I'm a living witness of that. Like, you like legit living witness of that. But I'm gonna keep that answer short and simple, because you already know how we get down on the second half of the live. Let's see. Somebody put, it has been a week. What? Oh, I'm about to say, what is that? It has been a week. You did a 2-part thing. My 10-year-old took a shower and slept with the AC on. Since then, he has had a heavy wet cough. What can we do about that? You can do herbal inhalants, but if you don't want to do that, I would say, he's 10 years old, so you can get elderberry syrup for sure. And now is the season to get that. Get you some elderberry syrup, but also start mixing. You can mix it with your mullein tea, or get like some make mullein tea, and then you can mix like some elderberry with that, with a little bit of honey, so they don't really taste it. Even though mullein isn't really bitter, it has a certain type of taste to it. So I would say this is what I would do. I would get mullein. You can get that from Star West Botanicals or Herb Farm. I would get, it's Mullein. Get mullein, get you some elderberry, brew a big jar of tea if you want to, so you don't have to keep making it. The longer you let it steep, the stronger it is. Pour a little honey in there, and then you'll be good. Let them drink on that every single day. Pull away from the processed food. The little chicken nuggets got to go. Mac and cheese got to go. If you're cooking for your kids, that's amazing. Keep their food as lean as possible. Majority fruits and vegetables over meat. And if there's a kid that can eat fruits all day, let them. It's going to clean out the calcified mucus system. It's going to get everything rolling again. And then, boom, you're going to be good. And check that AC. You might have a lot of dust in there that's aggravating them. Let's see. I asked a question on one of your videos. Well, I'm not on my video right now, so I don't know what you're asking me, my love. Hi, good day. Can you please tell me where I can get those herbs from? Star West Botanicals, or you can go to Herb Farm. That's the two I always talk about. Somebody put thoughts on the Diddy freak off. I'll say this. Pray for that man, because at the end of the day, oftentimes we try to push justice on people and not mercy. And I'm not saying we shouldn't have to go through the consequences of our actions, but what I am saying is that man probably going through enough. He probably realizing the consequences of his actions right now. So I'm not saying we shouldn't reprimand. I'm not saying we shouldn't call wrong and right, but pray for the dude, because even though it can be comical and social media has a great way of making things funny and ha, people's lives were affected by this. A lot of people were traumatized by this. A lot of people got a hold of this stuff or participated, not knowing what they was getting into, thinking they'll bring them to fame and fortune, or some people was actually assaulted. So we need to pray for him and pray for the others involved. Even if you don't know who they are, do a general prayer, because once again, it could be very comical. Like the memes and the trends, they are funny. I find myself laughing at them too, but I also find myself praying for these people, because as much as we want to laugh, the same amount of energy and some people being affected by this happened. So let's just be human about the situation. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. What is my take on black seed oil? I saw a post that said black seed oil cures everything but death, and it couldn't be more correct. Like, it's a really good general herb. Like, it's a I can here's the thing. When y'all I just want to say this. A lot of people have a hard time accepting the fact that herbs are multifunctional. It's like, yes, certain herbs, when you mix them a certain type of way, attacks one thing, or this herb is specifically for blah 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 blah. We put point of emphasis on things, but herbs in general were made for the healing of man and the well-being of man. So a lot of herbs do a lot of things. So just because we emphasize certain things doesn't mean that, because like what it was sea moss and bladderwag. Oh my God, there's nothing better. There's more nutrients and blah 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 blah. Comfrey, alfalfa, sarsaparilla, maca. Like the list goes on and on and on. So it's like y'all just one, do your research, but black seed oil is amazing. And let's just be open to the possibilities of naturopathic medicine. I'll say that. Let's see. Another question from TikTok because I'm not. Oh, what book would you recommend for getting started with basic herbal healing? Um, I wouldn't recommend any of these because these are high level books. I'd say okay. Step one: get an anatomy book before we even be concerned about herbal remedies and stuff like that. Get an anatomy book, and then get this. Let me show you guys on YouTube. Take a yep. Show you guys on Instagram and TikTok. It might be a little glary because I got the ring light on because it's dark up in here. Then get this book. You get that, and that'll typically help you out. But anatomy books, the reason why I've been pushing anatomy so much is because, don't get me wrong, it's good that we have remedies and this, that, and the third. Awesome. But at the same time, you have to have a basic understanding of how the body works. The thing that separates us from y'all, yes, we've been in school for decades and blah, 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 blah. That's our concentration education. Hooray. But I dare say somebody with a sound foundation in anatomical structures and biology with anatomy and how the body works, and with a sprinkle of herbalism on top of that, you're good. The average person will be good. We're just placed on this earth because we're actual healers. We have a gift for these things. We have a knack for these things. We have a concentration in these things, and we're just better at it. And this is what we do for a living. Yes, there would be depths to it that we get to that's most of the general population would never get to. But at the same time, the average person can get an anatomy book and get a holistic self-diagnosis book and run with that for quite a while, and I don't want to sound condescending or some type of way when I say this, but I believe that there's something for everybody and there's enough sick people to go around. I'm not really worried about money because no, I'm not rich. Like if y'all was to see my house, most of y'all houses are probably bigger than mine. I have one car. It's not a super fancy car. It's a Nissan, but it's like, I'm not in it for the money because it's like, do I need to pay my bills and live my life? Of course, I run a business, but I believe in God. I believe that God is my source. God is my strength. He provides, he gives me grace. He gives me favor. He gives me abundance. So even if all of this was to go away, will I struggle or will I go through a hardship? Maybe, I don't know. But at the end of the day, I'm going to hit my knees. I'm going to pray and I'll be like, God, what you got for me? Because that's who I'm worried about. And that's who I'm focused on to take care of me and mine. So, and that's been the proof of my life this past 10 years. I stopped working a 9 to 5 way before I became Coach Brian. I'll say that. And God has been taking more than enough good care of me. But with also that being said, that's just for me to solidify when I say there's more than enough sick people to go around. I will forever be one of those people on social media that has an audience that understands that is like, when I say that, it's not like, oh, well, I'm going to make money off the other people. It's just like, if I can give y'all the nuggets, I'm going to give it to y'all. I'm only one person, bro. Y'all, and I believe in a ripple effect. If I sow that seed into y'all are gonna sow that seed into y'all kids. They're gonna sow that seed into their friends. Y'all gonna sow that seed into y'all friends. And next thing you know, a few suggestions just healed 20% of Louisiana, 20% of California, 20% of Florida. However it works, however the money's gonna get to me is how the money's gonna get to me. But I would rather you guys have the nuggets and have the information before I be like, pay me this amount to talk to me about blah 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 blah. I'm not doing that. I'm not. Like, do I have to set things up in place for me to make a living? Sure. But at the same time, it's like, we have almost 1 million followers on all of my platforms. Do y'all see me in the mansion? No. Do y'all see me in super sports cars and Lamborghinis? No. So what does that tell you? I'm not in it for that. Like, when God blesses me with that, of course I'll receive it. Who doesn't want a better life? Granted, it's going to look different with me. I want land. I want land. I want a family compound. I want a barnuminium. I want all that type of stuff. I'm thinking about community, but until we get there, we just gonna heal. And then once we get there, we gonna keep healing. My whole thing is, if y'all look in the link in my bio, Jesus heals. I'm pushing Jesus, and I'm pushing naturopathic medicine. At the end of every single one of my videos, what I say, most importantly, Jesus King. I love you guys and have a blessed day. That's my thing. That's what I'm pushing. Let's see. Somebody put good day. I already answered that. God dang, come on, TikTok. Y'all gotta give me some questions. Drop what you put in your hair, man. That's clean. I literally just made a video about it. This is the oil that I made. I made this all years ago. My fiance and I repatented and redid a few things in it biochemically, so it's even stronger now. But it's still a lot more gentle on the hair. But this is exactly what I've been using. Where's my? See, I'm using both my phones and my laptop. I can't show y'all a picture. But if you go watch the video that I just posted, I have my personal testimony of how because my hair before I locked it up was like way down here, strictly off of the oil. I don't put nothing else in my hair, literally just that. But I had my testimonial. I posted who's her name? Tyler's testimonial. I have Sarah's testimonial, and I forgot the other two people's names, but I have it in that video along with PubMed articles as far as why we use the ingredients that we use. Because once again, I'm not hiding the information. All of our ingredients are listed on the site and on the bottle. But this is all I use. You can get at coachbrian.net or hit the link in my bio. This is my oil, my personal oil, and yeah, that's how I make a living. Let's see. And this is my first time trying this hairstyle out too. So if y'all like it, let me know. I like it too. It's like it ain't much, but it's cool. I like how that looked when I was doing my video and I had my mics in there and the lights glowing. It was kind of fire. I be trying stuff. That's just me. My mom always encouraged me to be me, and I've always been like a kind of weird person. Hello, the best way to heal heartburn / GERD. You want to rebuild the antacid barrier within your stomach. Believe it or not, digestion really starts in the mouth. So with that being said, you want to rebuild all of this all the way down to the gut. We actually have a product called Happy Gut. It's comprised of marshmallow root and slippery elm powder. And the proportions that we use is more so that the slippery elm can kind of outwork the marshmallow, but they still gets the factors done. You can make a paste out of it. You can put it in your smoothie. You can put it in your teas. You can put it in your water. You can put it in your Gatorade. You can put it in your juice. We try to make it as universal. That sounds like a baby. Oh, that's my nephew. I thought that was my little niece. I'm about to run up out here and go grab her so quick. But yeah, we try to make it as universal as possible because I used to struggle with stomach problems. I used to have stomach problems to where like I would eat something and it felt like the Great Wall of China is coming out my back end, or my stomach was on fire, or I was constantly bloated. Like it was hell and high water. So when I make these things and I put them out there, best believe we tried it on ourselves first, and it's also scientifically backed. Before I'm just like, these things work. Take this. It's like, no, I suffered so you guys can run. So go run. Go be great. Let's see. First day eating all fruits and little veggies, feeling low in energy. Is that normal? Yeah, you're gonna go through that spike because your body is now officially going through a different glucose change, a different protein change. You will adjust to it eventually, but my thing is this: don't skimp. Whenever it comes down to eating fruits and vegetables, and you're subbing out meats and like you're just not eating meat and stuff like that anymore, the caloric density is different. The amount of calories that you would get from a Granny Smith apple as opposed to a pound or a cup of ground beef is two totally different caloric densities. So get full. If you're going to eat fruits and vegetables, get full or get satiated. And then, keep doing it as much as possible. They digest a lot faster. They leave the body a lot faster as opposed to meat. So with that being said, you will feel a dip in energy, but make sure that you're eating to compensate for that caloric deficit, because technically you're eating a lot less energy than you did before. So compensate for that. Stay hydrated. If you have to get on supplements, do so. But there's people that's been fruitarians for like 12, 15, 16, 20, 30 plus years. They eat accordingly. Like there's a lady that averages like 15 bananas a day. I did fruitarianism for a good while. It was during COVID. And the whole summer, or no, was it the summer? It was a while. It was like 4 to 6 months, I want to say. All I had was fruits. And I was shredded. Oh my God, I was so shredded. But because it's barely any fats in it. But with that being said, it works. I felt great. My energy levels was up. That was probably some of the strongest benching I ever did up until my new max now. But it is what it is. I can deadlift almost 500 pounds. My decline bench press is 225 for 2 reps. So don't be out here thinking because I'm lean and I ain't strong. I will lift a cow if I need to. That's the power of good eating. Let's see. I feel like I'm missing so many things. What you said? She said, "Oh, okay. Can you comment on milk thistle and liver health, please? That's no problem." All right. So if you guys been on my page, I have more than enough content that talks about this. But milk thistle in regards to detoxification in general, like yeah, it's more so primarily a herb for the liver, but it's also good for the spleen. The liver is the detoxification manager of the body. The spleen helps as well. That's why I'm not even gonna go into that. Anyways, so yes, if you start getting on milk thistle, you start tearing it up and all type of stuff. It's amazing. It works well. It works wonders. So do it. Why not? I'm telling you, that's more than one child up in there. That's a Lux. That is my niece up in there. I know I wasn't tripping. I know noises. I'll put that to I know sounds. Let's see. Somebody put from Ghana. What's happening? I love the hair. Thank you so much. See, now y'all gassing me up now. I'm about to start wearing my hair like this. Look, y'all done gas me up. Hi, I just bought Panda's Ginseng. How many little bottles to drink? You must have got the little extract thing. It's in like a green or red kind of casing with like the little tubes like that. Fair warning. See, I like to drink it in teas. I literally just got me a whole nother box. Like it ain't even out. Hold up. It ain't even out the it's not even out the plastic yet. That's how much I run through ginseng. But if you get those, fair warning, they bitter. They're nasty. I don't like they work. I consume them if I have to. But if I could just drink my teas, I'm gonna drink my teas and put a little honey in it. But follow the suggested dosage. I don't know which one you have exactly, but those are strong. They're really strong. You take that and you'll be up for all day. So follow those. Lake Charles, you right there. Lake Charles is right by my crib. Do you have a contact number? I do. You can check it out in the link in my bio, but I work better. I work a little bit better through emails and DMs because I don't like giving out my personal cell phone number, but our business number. Let me see. Oh no, I can't use that one. Yeah, because the business number that I use is for the people that's in my consultation program. So I can't just give that number out because that's not fair to them. But just email me or DM me, and I'll get to you. I try to be on top of that stuff every single day. Even though you got people in the comment section that be, well, he ain't replied within a few days. He hasn't replied within a week. There's almost a million of y'all to talk to, literally. So relax, relax. But just message me. I got you. I'll get to you. Let me memorize your name real quick. Not Sexy Maya. I'm weak. I'm gonna remember that. With fruit season coming to an end, I want to start incorporating herbs into my routine. My this little thing is in the way. I can't see all your routine cycle, but I'm not sure which areas to focus on. Focus on general well-being. So you can focus on bladder. Okay, here's the three herbs, especially if you're a male. The three herbs I want you to focus on: elderberry, mullein, and bladderwrack. It's gonna cover your immune system, your lymphatic system, and it's gonna cover your it's going to cover like your reproductives and your endocrinology and stuff like that. That should definitely help you out. Let's see. We got the UK in the building too, bro. We all over the world. I have your oil. How often should I use it? I always tell people, especially if you go read through the item description, do a patch test, see how well your hair receives it, and start little. A little bit goes a long way. Me personally, my hair grows so fast now because I've been using it for years to where it's like I don't need a lot of it. And you'll notice that the longer you use it, you might need a little bit more than the average person at the beginning. But once your hair gets used to it and then it goes in and it heals the scalp and all the antioxidants go in and then your circulation is better and your follicles start getting a lot stronger. I kid you not, I only oil my scalp when I wash it and when I get a retwist. That's really the only time I have to do that. Well, now granted, it's getting colder, so I might have to start wetting it and oiling a little bit more just to keep it moisturized because I'm outside a lot. But with that being said, you probably won't need a lot depending on your hair texture. Now granted, my hair is thick, my hair is very coarse, so it's like I'm not saying I need a lot, but I need to make sure it's in there. But it just depends on your hair type. Start off with like every 3 days, or if you somebody just want to do it every day, that's fine. If you even want to put it in your hair every day and then wash it out, that's fine too. Or you can make you a spray, get you some distilled water and put you some drops in there. What I'm saying, some drops, you can do a few squeezes actually, and then mix it up real good and spray it in your hair. That's another thing you can do too. There's so many, bro. This oil is so universal. You'll be surprised how many ways you can make it work. I promise you. Let's see. I already answered that. Well, y'all going crazy behind my hair in this oil. I love it. We just talked about it though. I wish I had a stand, but this is the oil that I'm talking about. This is my oil. Link in my bio at coachbrian.net. I'm seeing people asking about it crazy right now. That means my video about to do well. Hi, I just joined. Do you know how to lower high levels of serum prolactin? Thank you. Message me, because that's a I don't want to. I have general remedies for that, but I want to go a little bit deeper with that because it's a little touchy of a thing. What's good for cholesterol? Vasodilation. So you need to work on a better diet. Start incorporating garlic within your diet. Start incorporating hawthorn berry is a good herb. You can start doing ginger and turmeric. You can start doing horse chestnut extract. That's another good herb. Fair warning, horse chestnut extract stinks, but it's potent, it's bitter, but it works very, very, very well with your cardiovascular system and it helps with stuff like that. I would say do that. Let's see. I'm loving your hairstyle. Thank you so much. Tips on gaining weight without fast food. I also emailed you. Thank you for helping the community. I want to say, because this name looks familiar. I want to say I emailed you back because I went through all my emails today. Or maybe you might have emailed me while I was doing the video. I don't know. But tips on gaining weight without fast food. You shouldn't be eating fast food to begin with, but I'd say macro dieting. Macro dieting is prioritizing proteins, carbs, and fats. So what you want to do is like get that involved, get that going, and you should be good. So one of the cheat codes that I use is that whatever weight I want to be, that's the amount of grams in protein that I'll typically eat. But if your body can't take that, and that's because my stomach is healed, now I can eat that much. But if you can't do that, just go calorically dense in your carbs. So you can do a lot of bananas, a lot of mangoes, a lot of pineapples, a lot of alfalfa, a lot of sprouts. Sprouts is real good too. It's really, really good for your system. And start drinking more chlorophyll water. That'll help you out. She said that's good. Spray it on. I promise you. I promise you. Game changer. Let's see. Thank you. That's no problem, my love. Let's see. Do you put the Forel on your skin? You can if you want to. I don't. I don't need to. I know it helps with aches and pains because it has peppermint oil in it as well. So you do that, but it's up to you. What's in? Oh wait, I need to scroll up. Dang, these comments came out of nowhere. Let's see. Okay, boy, y'all loaded this thing with questions. I gotta scroll all the way back up. Give me a second. TikTok just threw me all the way to the thing. And to answer your question that I just scrolled through, somebody asked if my oil is good for kids. Yes, my little niece is about to be one. She's about to be 1 or 2. I got a lot of nieces and nephews. She's about to be 1 or 2, and her mom uses it in her hair, and her hair grows fast. She got a little fro. You showed the book yesterday. God dang, boy, these questions are. Give me a second, y'all. Y'all, the more questions y'all put, the more it shoots me back to the top. But y'all keep putting y'all questions. It's fine. I just got to get to them real quick. All facts. Every time I use aluminum-free deodorant, I get a rash. Why, please? You need to do a detox. So, and also watch which ones you're putting in. I use Dr. Till's because when I was using Native, I actually did a video on Native. I should have, anyways, I did a video on Native because Native actually burned my, I got a rash too, and it burned me out. So one thing I would do is focus on detoxifying yourself. So start consuming a lot more fruits. Start consuming a lot more nettle, ginseng, poke root if you want to. And I use Dr. Till's. It helps with me. I don't like using stuff that got aluminum in it because I feel it. I don't like how it feels. Or you can go the basic way. Get you a key lime, get you some limes, start rubbing it underneath there, especially before bed, and let it pull all that stuff up out of there. Or you can get a potato. I'm not gonna do the potato trick, never mind. But use the lime trick and do it like that. It'll help push all. It's just gunk getting caught up. That's all it is. Or aluminum that or stuff micrometals that was already in there trying to get out. So oregano will help with that too. Start consuming more oregano. What is your opinion on the carnivore diet? If y'all notice, I don't really pick one particular diet. I don't really stick to it because it's like I do what's best for my body. I learned that the hay diet or eating an 80-20 lifestyle is optimal for me. Or if I have stints where I fast or I go and eat just fruits and this and that because my body, I do what the guy tells me to do. But also if I'm craving certain things, I know that I have to cleanse out certain things if I'm not eating in the right direction. But the carnivore diet, if it works for you, sure. But me personally, I find more truth and more phytonutrients you can get from all fruits than all meats. But if that's something that you want to do, just beware that yes, you're getting the amount of proteins and potentially the amount of fats that you need, but source it properly. Make sure that you're getting what you need from wherever their sources of meat is from. Get on some good herbs and drink a lot of water, a lot of water, just to keep yourself flushed up. I'll never tell you guys like don't try this diet and don't try that. I'll tell you to pull away from processed food and stuff like that. But if that's what y'all want to do, some people just gotta learn. So I could say eat like this, I'm blue in the face. Some people just have to learn. So if that's what you want to do, be safe. With all my issues, I need 50 teas and supplements. No, you don't. I never seen you live before, but I'm glad I'll stop. Hey, much love. Thank you so much. Keep coming, man. Keep coming. We're trying to grow the family. Just got the Panex. How many about? Well, I answered that already. Did I miss certain questions? I must have missed some. Let's see. What is good? Nope. Just have that. Where can I get stinging nettle capsules? All I can find is what is nettle fruit, beetle root capsules. I don't consume it in capsules a lot. I'm a tincture tea type of person because they work better. They go straight to the bloodstream. So you can do herb farm. Oh my bad, you asked for capsules. You can do Star Wars Botanicals and maybe iHerb. I think is a good place. I'm only blanking out because like I don't consume capsules a lot, with especially when it comes on the nettle. So I don't want to give you the wrong answer and with a brand that I don't trust. So yeah, I hear Lyria in there too. That's a baby. That's all three of my okay, this making me want to get off the live and go up in there. But I'm gonna commit to y'all. I'm gonna commit to y'all. I didn't know she was getting all the kids today. Do your hair oil works for hairs that has never grown more than an inch? It should. Yeah, we've had people that was bald started getting like little mini froze and stuff like that. So it'll definitely work for y'all. Let's see. What can we do? We already talked about that. If you have HPV, I'm not that okay. Disclaimer: I do not give HPV information or HIV/AIDS. All that. I don't give that information on here. You have to DM me or book a consultation. I do not give that information on lives because they will take my page down within a heartbeat. So I don't. That's the one thing I can't play with. I could talk around it, but that's too much verbal gymnastics for me. Message me. I got you. Okay, we've been 36. All right, that's good. Okay, I'm not seeing too many more questions in the comment. Not in the comments in the question button for there. I'm not seeing it on YouTube. You showed a book yesterday from an African author with a map on the front of it. Can I get the screenshot? I already know which one you're talking about. This book, Dr. Layla Africa. Ignore the food stains. I like to eat and read books at the same time. I was cooking one day and then yes, it got on here and some of it is stained and it doesn't want to come off. But this is still a good book with over 1,000 pages of information in it. I hate taking this book out sometimes because you gotta take the other book to put it in there because the pages are so worn for me bending and using them all the time. What's the best tincture for cognitive function? You can get ginkgo biloba and you can get eyebright. So ginkgo biloba, eyebright, and nettle root is some good ones you can use because it's well, I would say comfrey too on top of that, but just stick with those three. It's good for neurodevelopment. It's good for like, because one of my homeboys, he got into a car accident real bad and he had to get like his motor skills back in his hand. And I gave him a few things, specific things to help him out because he got some other stuff going on too. But it really helped with the rebuilding. He plays piano, so like it really helped with his dexterity. But you gotta keep this rolling. You gotta keep whatever is bothering you. You gotta keep that rolling. But try those herbs and you'll be good. Have you been to the Philippines? I haven't been outside the country yet. I do music. I tour, I produce, and do all of that. So it's like the furthest east I've gone from Louisiana, because I live in Louisiana. I've hit every state going right diagonally to New York and New Jersey, and then I went a little bit into Florida. I went to Ontario, California, all the way to the west, and I went northwest a little bit. I want to go to the first place out the country I want to go is Japan. I want to go to Japan. I want to go to South Korea. Because if y'all know me, y'all know I'm a nerd. And like I grew up on Japanese culture and stuff like that. So I want to go to Japan. I want to go to South Korea. I want to go to Africa. I want to go to, even though Canada's right there, I want to go to Canada. And I want to go to, that's the only place I can think of right now. Oh, in the Bahamas or Jamaica. I think, yeah, it's Jamaica. So it's like, that's the 5 places I want to go for sure. I'm glad you said that. That reminded me. I got to get our passports this week. So thank you for saying that. That reminded me. Wow, you have a beautiful heart. Glad to see people like this around. All glory to God. All glory to God. Let's see. Multiple sclerosis suggestions. What's the thing I had the other day? Give me a second. There's an article I found the other day that just blew my mind on this. And I highlighted a few herbs in my notes to give to y'all, just in case I got asked this question. because I'm one of those people that don't believe in autoimmune diseases. It's like I get that's how the terminology that's around it to identify it, but that's just the body's way of saying that like I'm trying to get to something and I can't get to it. So it's not because the body doesn't want to hurt itself; it just can't get to what it's trying to get to. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Give me a second. My notes if y'all know me, I got notes for days. I gotta try something out and then read it. As y'all can see, I'm still scrolling. Give me a second. Because I'm at the omega-3 part of the article. I need to get to, I don't want to look about no curcumin or biotin. No, I want the herbs. Da-da-da-da-da. Why can't I find it? Where is it at? Oh, she's doing phonics with it. They're doing letters. That's cute. I'm almost there, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Why is my mama calling me right now? I'm on live. I can't answer. Hold up. Reply with the message. On live. Now my mama see that I'm live with the do not disturb on right now. She's still parents. There you go. Okay, so the two herbs that I found was turmeric and ginkgo biloba. They talk about ashwagandha too, but the two that I highlighted was turmeric and ginkgo biloba. So here's what I wrote down. Well, here's what I got. Why it helps. Turmeric contains curcumin, a powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant that helps reduce inflammation and protect nerve cells from damage, which is crucial for people with MS and other neurological conditions. So you can take it in a supplement or add it to meals and spices. Ginkgo biloba, how this works, it improves blood circulation, which can help support cognitive function and reduce brain fog, a common issue in MS, and is also a neuroprotective effect. It also has neuroprotective effects. How to use: take ginkgo biloba as a supplement, but consult the healthcare provider to determine the correct dosage, especially if you are on blood thinners. They also go to talk about gotu-kola, ashwagandha, rhodiola, and St. John's wort. But that's the three that I highlighted. Well, the two that I highlighted because they're the most potent. Somebody put baby eczema and repairing stomach. Calendula salve. Body Love by Tal. Body Love by Tal. She has a page on Instagram and TikTok. She has a calendula salve that is amazing. It would definitely help with that. Let's see. Usually when I make a loose herb, I just Loose herb tea, I just pour. Should I be measuring the exact amount? You sound like me. I kind of eyeball it too because I use it so much. I generally know what to use. I mean, it's up to you. It's like I give people exact measurements and stuff like that on here, but to be honest with you, like I know I don't know. I guess like just doing this the past 10 years, you know how to eyeball it. I know what 3 bags of, like, prime example, if I'm making my tea, I know what 2 bags of mullein and 2 bags of elderberry with 1 bag of nettle looks like. I know what 2 bags of nettle, 2 bags of dandelion, and 2 bags of milk thistle look like. I know what 2 mullein, 2 elderberry, 2 milk thistle. Like, it's just, you keep doing what you're doing. Like, if you need more of something, sure. But if it's been working, keep doing what you're doing. That's what I do because I know what it looks like, But unless I really need, like, when I'm making y'all stuff with the products, then we're doing exact measurements with the scale. But other than that, I'll just be low. Boom, boom. And I put that thing in the teapot. It's a wrap. One more question, then we're gonna switch to the second half of the live because we almost at an hour already. I want to answer a question that I haven't answered yet. A lot of these questions are questions that I answer almost every live. One day, y'all, I'm speaking into existence. See, I ain't got my glasses on. I ain't got no contacts on either. I've been doing that to train my eyes because I'm nearsighted. I'm not farsighted. But it's been getting better. My vision has been getting a lot better as the years go on. I've been working on it. But eventually, by next year, I want my 20/20 back. I want to be able to see everything. I remember losing my vision like it was yesterday. I was in the 5th grade. I was at Bank Elementary High School. We was on our way to my dad's mom's, which is my grandmother's house. My mama, she noticed I was looking out the window and reading stuff or trying to read stuff. She's like, "What you trying to?" She's like, "What do you say? What is that?" And I'm sitting there reading these things. She's like, "What is that?" I was like, "Well," she said, "Read that sign." It was a big old sign. In hindsight, it was a really big sign. And I called out the name of what I thought it was. She was like, "Boy, you cannot see." Took me to the eye doctor the next day. Got some glasses on me. Oh, shout out to you. Thank you for that. Thank you for the 10K. That's what I'm talking about. She said, tap the screen to get him 10K. He's giving free diamonds. I mean, free gems. Man, I love y'all, bro. So y'all be supporting. I don't even ask y'all to do that, bro. I love y'all.